Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and I hope you're doing fine. So we get a new full auto weapon, and they will have some new skins and some new compounds. I would say we have today a podcast episode, and we're gonna talk about the latest trailer that Crytek released a few days ago. So as always, I'm gonna run the trailer, timestamps in the description below as always, so if you just wanna skip to the analysis, feel free to do so. In case you wanna support the official trailer, I'm gonna drop a link to that in the pinned comment below. So first, watching the trailer, then we're gonna analyze it together, stop every couple frames and have a look at what they try to hide from us. And with that, let's go.
Soldiers of the 26th Regiment, we're marching where the dead walk and the outlaws rumble. But you were the most honorable soldiers to ever serve. Our superiors denied an investigation into this place, into our countrymen. But we'll find the truth, purge the area clean, and march home heroes for it.
This place has already been cleaned.
What? Where do you think you're going?
I did what you were too weak to do. Now everyone is fed. We're being eaten alive. It's time for us to eat. Or be prey. Kills his enemy is no murderer.
And off we go. Perfect. Nice. So let's just stop right here because we, of course, have a couple new skins. And we have on the left, that is, let me just look this up real quick. That is Commander Whitlaw, formed the 26th Regiment. So that is a nice skin. I'm always a huge fan of these lore accurate or history accurate skins that they had back in the days. I just think they fit the game. In case you're wondering how I know the name of the character and everything, they also released a blog post with Crytek, where they explain already a couple things that will come with the next event. So I'm gonna drop that also in the pinned comment and you can read that for yourself. Then we have in the background, that would be most likely Sergeant Riggins. And then we have also the Foxhound. I assume that's the one on the right. Arrives with a full set of specialized legendary skins working to harness the power and nightmares of nature. Charming. Okay, so skins are of course always a little bit the boring part, but hey, kind of want to mention that too. The guy in the back with the mask is... I can still work with this because the rest of it is very nice, and the mask, I can see there's something maybe when they have like scars from, you know, fire, or maybe they need this against gas. I'm not 100% sure. The one on the right goes again in this edgelord's territory thing. I'm okay with that. As long as we don't have any clowns anymore, I'm super happy. Let's continue.
We're marching where the dead walk,
Sweet.
the outlaws rumble. But you...
Yeah, here we have a better picture, and when you have a look at the one on the right, it feels like a little bit... That one is inspired by... was it the Dutch Special Forces? Like the naval force that has like the... well, the net camo in front of that? Probably more Special Forces have net camo, so... whatever, but might be that. And then with the mask underneath, yeah, it's a bit much, but okay, we have the Reaper and all the other stuff, so it's just gonna be a +1 on the Edgelord Regiment. Let's continue. When we look at all these soldiers, most of them have the uniform, very fitting, very nice, and I think there's one Bush Wookiee skin in there, so I always find this a little bit... I don't know if that would be the official dress code for the army. Say maybe they give him a Maynard sniper silencer, and that's it. Okay, then let's jump to something more interesting. That would be the military area / compound. It's huge. Okay, you will see this in the trailer. This is not just a tent. This is not just a nest. The Bileweaver nest, the Murder Circus, the Fool's Hideout, they're all a fraction of what we will see with the military outpost. It's fantastic. And we're gonna go through this in a second. Let's continue. Hunt Showdown 1896. Beautiful. Kabam! And here we go. We have now a little bit of a skin, but also a little bit of a lore bit that we're gonna talk about. Second, yeah, this is a good frame. Perfect. So first of all, I think the pistol, that will be a new skin. At least I don't remember that one. But in all fairness, there are so many skins right now in Hunt Showdown. It just became very, very difficult to keep track of all the skins. So my apologies. Feel free to correct me in the comment section below. The one on the left though, and that actually sparked quite a few discussions in my Twitch stream, but also under the official Hunt Showdown video where they posted the trailer. People were like, oh, we get armor now. No. We're not getting armor. There will not be any helmets. There won't be any armor plates. It just doesn't fit the game. This is purely cosmetic. Okay? And it's awesome. Because this right here is most likely... It has a real background. So let me just... You see that armor over there that the guy is wearing? And now check out this. Yeah, isn't that basically the same? That is the armor from Ned Kelly. The helmet, breastplate, backplate, and shoulder plates show 18 bullet marks. Also on display are Kelly's Snyder Enfield rifle and one of his boots from the siege. So there is lots of story. I found this on the Hunt Showdown subreddit. Somebody posted apparently already this 5 years ago. And yeah, I think there is a connection between the two. So if you want to go down the rabbit hole of Mr. Ned Kelly, I'm gonna drop a link to that article in the description below. Hey, my videos might be a little bit late lately with the analysis not being the next day, but at least we have some lore and store bits in them as compensation. Okay, then let's continue. Phew, so we have here this fortified position that almost looks like a bunker. Dude, I think the trench warfare will be amazing. The only thing that I need right now is my flame rifle, and then we have the trenches, and then it's gonna be a good barbecue time. Sweet, then I'm gonna stop right here, not because I like Timmy's getting squashed. When you look at the background, we have, at the end, this is like fresh water container, whatever. But we get also like new tents. So just to give you like a feeling, because there's not just one, I assume, how big the whole area will be. When the whole server meets there, and we're gonna have a shootout, if this would work for Bounty Clash, I think I would take this for a couple rounds just to have fun. The feeling of the trenches and everything, the pure war feeling is amazing. Let's continue because there's one more bit there. Yes. When you check all the way in the back there, you can see another white shirt running away. And he's getting chased by a grunt. And that grunt, I think, is a new one. So you will see in the trailer a couple new grunt variations, which is always nice. And this one seems to be carrying something on his back. Almost looks like a backpack. Whatever that might mean. Let me continue here though. So poor Timmy's running away, getting squished. We keep running and then, yeah, dude. Dang. So I'm stopping right here because you could already see the tent, right? We went through a bunker, the trenches and everything. And just look behind the dock. There's a whole fort. And this is not an existing fort. This is like all still the new compound, the new event area. I find this crazy. This is also something that I enjoy. Sorry, I'm a little bit off topic right now. Because we had a discussion in the Twitch stream just lately that people were like, okay, when new map? Honestly, I don't think Crysis is working on a new map. And I think we don't need a new map. We have now 4 maps. I think this is a healthy map pool. And I like what Crysis is doing right now way more than just adding a new map. The existing maps, and then you shift a few things and you break it up with new compounds or giving the whole map a makeover with some military supply points and whatnot. Huge fan of that. On top of that, this is something that they can do, I don't want to say fast. Now, fast in comparison to creating a whole new map. I think creating a whole new map takes them between 9 to 12 months. When they're really going at it. And making new compounds is probably a fraction of it, or just giving the map a rework here and there. So a new map, yeah, sure, I would take that, but I like the current, I don't want to say upgrades, but rotations that sometimes buy with a nest. Sometimes we have the murder circus. Sometimes we have all the webbing everywhere, and then we get this military stuff. I prefer this over like a year nothing and then a completely new map, in my opinion. But hey, let's keep going. Good doggy. Then I think this is not new AI. That almost looks like, yeah, that looked like a fire breather blowing up a barrel or something like that. And then again here, yeah, you can see another grunt there on the left. And there will be a couple. Does he have a hand on the back? Dang. Maybe as a snack? Like the 3 p.m. tea time? I don't know. Let's keep going because here it gets interesting because, well, that thing's empty, but that never runs out of bullets. Okay. More grunt skins. But apparently we're gonna get a new Saber skin. Saber skins are nice. The main issue that I have with the Saber right now is that you just take the katana, and the katana is better in everything. And with martial list, it's not even close. But we will get a few reworks with 2.8, which I will talk in a different video, and that might help the Saber out a little bit to become a little bit more popular. But more about that in the 2.8 video that I'm prepping. Okay, cool. And let's keep going. I think this is a little bit of a longer section there because, yeah, you will see in a second that there will be... Okay, ooh, this is nice. I don't know why there's poison on the right, so maybe that's a hint to something. I'm definitely not covering everything here. But yeah, I think this is where we have the duel. And once more, this sparked a new discussion. Should we have a more complex melee combat in Hunt Showdown? First of all, that was a really nice fencing move. Love that. Let's stop here. I don't think we need that. I think that the melee system in Hunt Showdown is solved. Mostly. We don't need faster running with melee weapons. What we need is a reduction of stuff that counters melee. Like all the short shotguns being crazy strong right now. We definitely need to weaken the Auto 4 a little bit because that thing, in its current state, was straight up a mistake in my opinion. We have dual wielding, we have fanning, we have levering, we have other melee weapons. Katana. There's just so much that stops your melee charge and you just fall flat on your face and that's it. I think this is the main issue that you have nowadays when you want to play serious games with melee. In fun lobbies, in meme lobbies, in low star lobbies, and I don't want to throw any shade as always. Yeah, sure it works, but in high 6 stars you don't need to bring a knife to a gunfight, like 99 out of 100 times. But overall, I think the combat system itself is fine. imagine blocking or parrying and stuff like that, then ping becomes an issue. Oh, I don't know, man. I think this will just be another pain point then down the road. This is so not necessary. That looked cool. But honestly, if I want intense melee combat, I will probably play a different game. Okay, let's resume here. Sweet, and this is something that they also... I think that they put that in the blog post. Let me check real quick. But here, definitely... Wow, that's very gruesome. We have Vincent, our old friend, being caged. Now, I don't know if they will just put a boss fight into the compound. I could see that happening, that maybe the fort, the courtyard, is big enough. And the moment the boss dies, he retreats into the cage. We will see, because sometimes we have bosses in the game and the only thing that you need to do is banish, like for example in Bounty Clash. I'm not sure. I'm not a huge fan of boss fights in Hunt Showdown anymore anyway, because they die normally so fast in like 30 seconds. If you really want to force it, you can do it quicker. They are just a method to funnel people together for some PvP at one point, because... yeah, let's see how that will look. But okay, these guys, I don't think they're friends anymore though. My sergeant and the commander. I see, yeah, feasting on Vincent. I don't know about that. Dang. Yeah, and then here we get a nice view of the fort. And you can already see that we will have some goodies in there. I can see some envelopes that we will need to use with our pledge marks. So pledge mark system is almost guaranteed to come back. This will be your point of interest on the map, where lots of sealed rewards will be there. I don't know. There will be maybe a sealed weapon, the sealed cartridges, maybe event trades, the tarot cards, the usual stuff. We will go into detail in a different video though. But for now, I think this looks pretty epic. And then this is the one... yeah, I mean, here's my thumbnail, easy peasy, and I think everybody will use that one. The Maxim. So I'm gonna go back into the dev block. New firepower, the 26th Regiment attacked the corruption head-on and brought significant firepower. Will players be able to find and tame it? So, apparently it spawns in the big compound. Maxim 1895, a heavy in-world weapon. The Maxim gun was torn from the mount. On a bounty hunt, it becomes a heavyweight makeshift weapon fired from the hip. The Maxim gun has a large and unpredictable bullet spread. So that's already good. Kinda-ish. It's not very accurate. And it doesn't look like you can ADS that thing. So it's pure hip fire. The Maxim is a heavy gun and slows hunters down by 25% when carried. This prototype gun can also easily overheat, causing a malfunction that requires manual clearing. I mean, 25% slower means you're an easier target. The overheating and the jamming, I assume there will be like a visual indicator, like the barrel will begin to glow, and when you overdo it, maybe you can see some steam build up, and then, yeah, you have to get rid of the jam mechanic. Dude, I hope this is only for the Maxim, and we will never ever get a jamming mechanic in Hunt Showdown. As an in-world weapon, it cannot be extracted or kept in a hunter's inventory. I think this is very important. You cannot farm this gun and play it again and again and again. One dude will be able to play this, and that's it. Because the bags of ammo are affixed to the sides and carried with the gun. The Maxim holds 50 incendiary rounds by default and cannot be resupplied. I don't know how I feel about this. It really depends on how big the spread is. But you're slower. 50 rounds is fuck all with a weapon like this. You will get like one meme kill. You can scream like the guy from A-Team. Remember when they're falling with the tank and he's like, show me what you got, bitches, and he's going with the... yeah, something like this. I think you can do this like once, at max twice, because the thing overheats, and then you just toss it aside. Yeah, this feels a little bit like a meme weapon. Which I'm all here for it, because scarce weapons that are too powerful, alright. But lately, we're getting scarce weapons, or overall, most of the scarce weapons are kinda on the meme side. When was the last time you saw somebody play the Shredder? And winning. When was the last time you saw somebody bring the flamethrower or the flame rifle and winning? I mean, the Wildland and the Homestead, they are very good examples how scarce weapons should be. They are not crazy strong, but they are definitely worth it to get them and to farm them. The flame rifle, the shredder, the Maxim. I don't know yet. But you know me, I said it on my streams plenty of times. I don't want any fast-firing full auto weapons anymore. Well, they clearly didn't listen to me, did they? But they don't have to. Let them do their thing. So I think the weapon will be a fun meme. You can run around, scream over VoIP, die, or fly, you fool, and then you go rat-tat-tat-tat. I think for that it's fun, but for everything else, lots of people are already, oh my god, full auto weapons now in Hunt Showdown. That thing, I think most of the people will just pick it up for funsies. Some people will get killed by it because they wait in a bush with the Maxim and then go rat-tat-tat, and then you will feel bad. But if somebody waits in a bush for you and kills you for Romero, same thing, okay? Alright, enough talk. Let's keep going. Yeah, there we go. Dude, and it shoots incendiary bullets, so you don't even have any pen. At least he remembers his friends and he just goes bang, bang, bang over there. Yeah, there we go. There's the overheat mechanic, the jamming. To be fair, the barrel was not glowing though. Let me pause right here. I think there's a converter. It's so dark I can barely see. It's not an uppercut. I don't think it's a PAX. I think this is just a base conversion pistol. So let me go a little bit further. Road to Hell, June 9th, important. This is when next event starts. So we go back to back with our events right now. And then at the end we have this right here. So, I don't know what that is. We have a big H on the barrel. The guy clearly tried to open the valve there and got knifed. There's an uppercut precision right next to him. I don't think that's a new skin. Is that a new skin? I think we have that one already. As I said, hiccup. As I said, too many skins. Is this already a teaser for future events? That you can use gas in the trenches and stuff like that? Dude, we're going really, really grimdark here very soon. Dude, one day we're gonna fight each other with gas in trenches in Hunt Showdown? Who knows? But otherwise, hydro-oxygen? I don't know what kind of gas you could put in there, but even then, what would it actually do? It's H for Hunt Showdown, Mike. Yeah, great. So, that's the end of the trailer. I want to jump really quick once more into the blog post, because there are a few more things that are important. So, again, extraction and supply points are hidden at first, revealed by interacting with scouting maps found at Stronghold Compound, Military Supply, or Medical Supply. What is important, these compounds, or these points of interest, because not all of them are actual compounds, will be visible at the start of your match. So, my main feedback for the Scout Tower was that we need one more. They kind of solved this now. Okay, now there are 3 points where you can go and you will find a scouting map over there. They're also revealed when banishing a boss target or picking up a bounty token. Sure. Then we talked about the Maxim. There's one more thing though. The 1890 Cavalry Rifle, a new single-shot long ammo rifle, arrives for hunters who prize precision and power. It deals 139 damage with a muzzle velocity of 380 meters per second, carries 1/18 rounds, and is compatible with the fast finger traits. Custom ammo types include FMJ and high velocity. And I know already what a lot of people will think. Why should I play this? We have a Springfield, the thing has bleed, we have a Sparks that has incendiary rounds, they all work with fast fingers. Why would we ever use a gun like this? Can't tell you right now, but we will see that in a few days. That's all I can say right now. Okay, and with that, I think I went through most important things. Yeah, there's gonna be a new free story challenge. Road to Hell is a perfect time to discover new stories and knowledge about bounty hunting, including Included with the new event is a free story challenge, Let the Gunshots Ring, designed for new and weather players alike. The story challenge follows John Victor, a well-seasoned hunter who is ready to show you the ropes. Let the Gunshots Ring can also guide newer players through tasks and challenges meant to teach them about the game, as well as start their Hunt Showdown 1896 journey on the right foot by earning themselves a free legendary hunter, which is kind of cool. And then, yeah, I think that's it. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this. I'm pretty happy about the map changes. A new big compound is nice. The Maxim, my guess is it will be a meme, but I might be wrong. I hope I'm not wrong, because a full auto weapon that is actually good would be really annoying. But at least it has only 50 bullets. But yeah, you need to survive 50 bullets first. Okay, sweet. With that, let's roll the outro. Here we are. Thank you to my patrons. Very, very kind of you to support me over on Patrons. You guys are freaking amazing. Don't forget to check out the Patreon page, because I revealed the winners from the next Playtime Roulettes. Maybe I picked you. Would be fun to play with you guys. And then at the end, please check out my... Oh my god, there's so many links today. My link tree, where you can connect with me on all my other platforms. And at the end, more videos. Mostly Hunt. But hey, I also have a hunger video in the pipe that will hopefully release in the next week. I see you in the next one. Until then, have a good day and bye-bye.